person. He is an Ahwazi Arab human rights activist and official spokesperson of PADMAS. Sorry. His name is Mr. Haydari.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to extend my thanks to Zagreb Center for Human Rights for holding this side event and for the invitation. I'm honored to speak today on behalf of the Ahwazi Source, a UK registered human rights organization dedicated to advocating for the rights of the Ahwazi Arab people. Our work focuses on documenting human rights violation, raising international awareness, and engaging with policymakers and human rights bodies to ensure justice for the Ahwazi people. I stand here today to shed light on the ongoing human rights violation against the Ahwazi Arab people in Iran. Since the occupation of Ahwaz in 1925, the Ahwazi Arabs have faced systematic oppression, discrimination, and marginalization at the hands of the Iranian regimes. Their fundamental rights continue to be violated in multiple ways. For example, in terms of political discrimination, Ahwazi Arabs are denied political representation and face arbitrary arrest for peaceful activities. Ahwazi political figures, including exiled activists, have been kidnapped and executed. The Iranian government considers any demand for basic rights as an act of separatism. No Ahwazi party have permission to act inside the Ahwaz, even those who believe in the current regime's constitution, such as Al-Ahwaz. In terms of execution and mass imprisonment, Ahwazi Arabs face one of the highest execution rates in Iran. Activists are arrested on fabricated charges, subjected to torture, and forced to confess in sham trials. Just last year, multiple Ahwazi prisoners were secretly executed without notifying their families. Currently, this year, 9 Ahwazi activists are at the imminent risk of execution, including Abbas Deris, Ali Obeidawi, Adnan Qobeshawi, Ali Mujaddam, Habib Deris, Salim Al-Bushouka, Mu'ayin Khanfari, Muhammad Reza Muqaddam, and Malik Musawi. Only at the beginning of 2025, hundreds of Ahwazi activists, including the Sunni Ahwazi, were imprisoned because of their religious belief. And arrest and suppression have become a constant occurrence, happening every month without exception. Moreover, every year a number of Ahwazi youth get shot by the IRGC checkpoints. In terms of linguistic and religious and cultural suppression, despite being an indigenous people, Ahwazi Arab are denied the right to education in their native Arabic language. Schools force children to learn in Persian, causing high dropout rates. Cultural expression is criminalized, and even poetry in Arabic can lead to imprisonment. Just yesterday, on 5th of March, an Ahwazi singer, Mehdi Al-Rahi, received 74 lashes for a song in support of the protesters. Also, many Ahwazi poets have been killed mysteriously, such as Hassan Haydari, Sattar Sayyahi, or forced to flee the country, like Muhammad Amr Zuwaidat and Ali Torfi. In terms of economic marginalization, Ahwaz is Iran's most resource-rich region, holding over 80% of the country's oil and gas reserves. Yet Ahwazi Arabs endure severe poverty and unemployment. They are systematically excluded from jobs in state industrial, and their lands are confiscated for government projects, leaving thousands displaced. The examples for this issue are so wide, such as hundreds of thousands of hectares that have been confiscated for the sugar cane, and in many areas, in Dashtat al-Abbas, in Abadan, in Shayban, in Huwayza, in Muhammara, and so on. In terms of environmental crisis, a state-led water diversion project have led to severe droughts and desertification, destroying Ahwazi agriculture. The Karun rivers and the Karkha river, to a lifeline of Ahwaz have been drained to serve Persian majority provinces, leading Ahwazi farmers struggling for survival. Protests against water shortages in 2021 were met with brutal force, resulting in death and mass arrest. In terms of education and execution and mass imprisonment, Ahwazi Arabs. I read this part. So what shall we do? We urge the United Nations and international human rights organization to hold Iran accountable for its systemic repression of the Ahwazi people, demand an end to execution and arbitrary detention, pressure Iran to allow linguistic and cultural rights for Ahwazi Arabs, ensure independent investigation into environmental destruction and displacement. The Ahwazi people's struggle for justice cannot be ignored. The international community must act urgently to end this abuse and protect the fundamental rights of the marginalized population. Thank you very much.
Thank you.